Come in. Oh, thank you, baby. Hi, how are you, amiga? Loving Hand Sensory and Toys. Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a minute. Javier Salazar TX, welcome. Thank you for joining the live. I'm good, amiga. You know me. You know me. You know how we do it. I'm wonderful. Can't complain. Balloons by Tico Baseball Mom, my girl. Thank you for joining the live. So good to see you, amiga. I love when you post in the morning. Good morning, my friends, or good morning, my friends. I love it. I can't wait to see all the quince pictures, all the quince videos. It's getting close, amiga. It's getting close. You guys make sure you go and follow Balloons by Tico Baseball Mom. She does amazing balloon creations and backdrops. Loving Hand Sensory Toys. Y'all go and scoop her up. She's amazing. She was here out of Houston. She's no longer here in Houston. She does amazing lives. She does amazing parties for kids with sensory toys. Go and scoop her up. Tonight we're going to be interviewing the Pic Nic Spot DFW. I've been following this young lady for a minute, and I love her content, first and foremost, right? I love her content, and just her business idea is just stunning. I love it. So I finally got the courage and told her and invited her to be on a live. So I can't wait. She goes on live all the time. So I can't wait to have her in. Yes, it is super close. What, you're like 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away or something like that? I'll be listening. Yes, don't remind me. Yes, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that. The likes, I appreciate that. So again, tonight we're going to be interviewing the Pic Nic Spot DFW. I'm super excited to interview her. Like I said, I've been watching her TikToks for a while. I love her content, just like I love your content. Balloons by Tico. I love your content. Especially the Halloween content. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I love it. So if you guys have been, on my feed, you're welcome on my feed. You know that I'm co-hosting or hosting, collaborating with, partnering with Them Damn Mexicans and Miss Nicole Lopez with Radiant Society Studios. We're doing a toy drive, y'all. There's a lot of information not only on my platform, but on Them Damn Mexicans and Miss Nikki's platform as well. We're looking for local business here and around the Houston area to host a toy donation box. And we're looking for vendors for December 14th for the actual toy drive market. So any vendors in and around the Houston area, send us a message. We're going to have a good live tonight, y'all. I think all my lives are good, though. That's just me. What's everybody up to tonight? I know we're, going to get started here on the lives. Everybody's getting off of work, trying to get settled, get dinners, right? Get dinners ready. Welcome to the live, y'all. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, share. If you're in the feed, go and follow each other. Like that's this platform. I love this platform, right? Go and Loving Hand Sensory Toys. Go and follow her. She's amazing. I've known her for almost, going on 3 or 4 years now. The Pic Nic Spot has joined the chat. Yes. I'm gonna invite her now. I have a bunch of glitter on my sweater, y'all. But that's what these, these platforms are for, is to follow each other, go and scoop each other up. I don't know the verbiage. On TikTok. All right. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We're gonna get started here in a few, just kind of introducing, getting everybody to like, comment, and share. That way we can get a good crowd in here, and we can talk shop.
Awesome.
Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. We're gonna be interviewing the Pic Nic Spot DFW. You're during this live, commenting and obviously liking and going and following both creators. Y'all go and follow Castle Rock Book Club. She's on TikTok. That's my little sister. It's her book club. She's had it for like 15 years. So it's Castle Rock Book Club on TikTok, Facebook, and on Instagram. So she's since updated her logo, but this is an older logo. Go and follow my little sister. Let me see here. All right, y'all, we're going to get started here in a few minutes. We just want to make sure everybody's sharing the live, get it out there, get it, share it to your friends, all your people on your feed. Make sure you're commenting, liking, sharing, all the good stuff. Thank you for sharing balloons by Tico. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're waiting also for our moderator, Miss La Dreamer. The moderator should be coming in here soon. All right, y'all. How's everybody doing in the chat? Make sure you're liking, sharing. Thank you for joining us. I'm Amanda C, with the community mic. Let's talk about it. And tonight we're going to be talking to the Pic Nic Spot DFW, this beautiful queen on my right, maybe your left. I don't know how it is, how y'all see her on y'all side. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining the live. I'm going to go ahead and let this young lady introduce herself, and then we're going to get right into it. Go ahead and introduce yourself, lovely lady.
I'm Priscilla. My wife and I are the Pic Nic Spot DFW. We do picnics. Well, we provide a picnic service all around Dallas-Fort Worth. This is something we started doing back in 2021. We like it, but there's just so much about it that we love. But I'm just really grateful for all the opportunities that just following my passion has given me.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so you guys are from Dallas area?
Yes, we actually live in Arlington, but I work in Dallas, so I don't know. I've gotten so familiar, like just in my commute with different parks and just really pretty lakes and places to set up. So it's kind of like just opened my eyes, like just being in this business, open my eyes to like nature that I used to take for granted, Now I kind of
Awesome. So what inspired you to start the Pic Nic Spot DFW?
We go to this place and it's called Prestonwood Polo Club once in a while to watch polo. I had seen a movie one time, or it was a series, and this girl was dreaming that she had like one of those Pretty Woman moments where she went to a polo club. Anyway, but it made me interested, and I was like, oh, let me look one up and see if there's one around Dallas, and there's one called Prestonwood. So we started going. Well, the owner, she started offering a package like that. She didn't have it in the beginning. We would go for a while, and then all of a sudden I noticed her offering an additional package, which was like this luxury setup, picnic setup. And it was just really pretty. And I thought, oh my God, that's a really good idea, But then, in addition to that, like at the same time, so I feel like the universe was talking to me because at the same time, like literally within weeks of getting that idea, I seen a video on YouTube about two young college graduates who are making so much money, but they're in Los Angeles. So of course they have the beach, you know. So they were just the career that they had gone into, that aside, because it was so well in the luxury picnic industry, and that was like a something I'd never really knew that was going on, but it was because of the pandemic and the social distancing was happening. So people were really taking advantage of those intimate moments, and so people were capitalizing on that. And I got the idea that way, and I just my wife and I started kind of like running with the idea of just trying little things, and it just kind of snowballed. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And so how long did you say you've had the business?
Since October of 2021. Yeah, so.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so I'm sure it was a process for you guys to, have your vision, right? And to get the pieces that you wanted for each individual, not only your vision, but your client's vision, right? Is that a whole, scavenger hunt looking for the perfect things, or do you just have them already?
Yeah, like that was one of those things I wish I would have known, but like it was such a new industry, so it wasn't like I can say I have gotten a lot of help on Facebook. There's a group, there's several, but this one was specific to a lady who started. I kind of followed her on YouTube, Michelle Washington, and she started like this really big group for people all over the world to kind of like give ideas and bounce ideas off each other. And had I had that resource earlier on, I would not have made the mistake of going and literally like buying everything I thought was cute. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I could use this. Like, and so like that would be my advice to anybody who's trying to get into this business is to just like I have a list of things, or even if anybody, you could just kind of Google, luxury picnic, right? And you can kind of see what that all entails, like a 2 hour experience with ours. It comes with the blanket, the pillows, the rugs, the color that you want, everything you need for outdoor dining, a speaker, games. Sometimes, they'll add on a teepee or, the bubble tent, things like that. But you can kind of go down the list of all the things that are included and boom, just buy those things. You buy those things one time. You can have like a maybe neutral aesthetic, maybe just keep it in the whites and beige for the beginning of it. And over time, you can develop your own sense of style, colors that you like using, fabrics that you like using, what the clients are really drawn towards. Like for me, I love the color pink, but I didn't realize how many other women do too. So it's really
Yes.
yeah. So it's really been fun, like creating different picnics with that color. But it's like I didn't know that in the beginning, right? So I wasn't buying a whole kind of got moving along. But I've learned along the way that yeah, like definitely just start with exactly what a picnic entails, and then you can build from there. But don't buy too much inventory because you're just gonna have a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Awesome, awesome. For those of you who are just joining us right now, welcome to the live, y'all. I'm talking to Miss Priscilla from the Pic Nic Spot DFW. She's given us some great tips on, anybody who wants to start in this business and what she's doing as far as, making her business exceptional, making her business stand out, the things that she uses for her clients. So I just want to say thank you, everybody that's in the chat. I just want to really quick, because my little sister's in the chat. Castle Rock Book Club. She's on TikTok. Go and follow her. It's an old logo. I've had, I don't know how many years already, but I pulled it out, little sister. I had to pull it out. It's hoodie weather over
Oh,
here in Houston. I think it's
nice.
cold in Dallas too, isn't it? It's like super
Yes.
cold.
Yes, it's really chilly today.
Yes, yeah. So thank you, everybody. La Dreamer. Thank you to my moderator in the chat. Thank you so much for keeping everybody in line in the chat. So again, this is Miss Priscilla with the Pic Nic Spot DFW. We just getting started, y'all. She's already, answered a few questions, told us what she does for her business. And if you could describe your business in just 3 words, how would you describe it?
Um, uh,
Well, for the client, it's an effortless, intimate experience.
Ooh, I love it. She said, boom, boom, effort.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yes,
You spit those
yes.
out. That's great.
Thank
Effortless.
you.
So you said effortless
Luxury experience.
experience.
Yes,
Effortless luxury experience, y'all. So that's what this
yes,
picnic spot DFW can do. They're located out in Arlington, but you're in and around the Dallas area.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
We're Yeah, we've done most of our picnics. We usually do a lot of them in Dallas, just because. I mean, I think that that's just a really pretty backdrop. Like this, the skyline there is so pretty. So I think even people who are in the Arlington, Fort Worth area, Grapevine, they'll like go to Dallas just to get like a really scenic spot and get that skyline in the backdrop. So I've noticed that too. That's kind of been something I've noticed is like what spots are really popular. And I think that also varies because like right now for the fall, I've noticed people want to be by lakes. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, they want to be by water. Yeah, anything by
Yeah,
water, I
yeah,
get it for sure.
yeah, for sure.
That would be
But
me
like,
if I had to
yeah,
choose. I need to do it my own little. I need to just gift myself
yes,
a picnic spot,
yes,
right? I need to gift it to
yes.
myself because they're so
Oh,
cute, you
yes,
guys. If y'all are not following her already, go and follow her. Look at her content, her beautiful setups.
yes,
I'm in awe on the creativity that goes into creating the scene,
thank
and
you.
then, not only making sure that it's, speaking on your business, right? But also speaking to what the client wanted, right? And
Yes,
so I
absolutely.
going through the pictures, I'm just like, this is so pretty. I love it. It's so
Thank
aesthetic.
you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like definitely take a lot of cues from my clients because, I want them to be happy. I want to give them more than what they're asking for, but I can't without their vision as well. And
Yeah.
so I try to ask questions. Some people want to just give me full control. They're like, oh, you can decide. But I'm like, I'll ask questions about like the flowers that she likes because some women
Yeah.
just do not like roses. So you want to just be aware of that, aware of their colors, aware of this past weekend for the proposal, he was like, and we don't, because I always offer wine because I just think wine sounds nice, but not everybody's a wine drinker. So
Yeah.
he's like, but she really loves, it's like a 0 calorie Dr. Pepper cream soda. Like he was so specific and it was
Yeah.
sweet. And I was like, I was happy to do it, but I was just like, think little things like that make it special, but I would not know otherwise, if I
Yeah.
don't ask questions and get those answers from the clients. So it's fun
So how
to
much,
like
like,
customize.
how far in advance? Like, how is this kind of like when you're doing a wedding? Like, you
Hmm.
talk to them almost every day, weeks in advance, or
Some of
is
them,
that how
yes.
it is?
So for some of them, yes, it just depends on the client and what the event is. Like like the ones that I think that they do that more are very particular about everything is like the gender reveals, because they're so special. I've done like three. I've not done many, so I've only done like three. But it's been just intimate. It's just been with the couples, and each one has been a cake. I thought that was very special. It's cute though, but they've been like just really on it about the details, what they want it to be. Oh man, it's just it's wild. But a lot of other people, they're pretty like relaxed. They kind of see that what I do, and they kind of trust, that I'm going to give them what they want. I think some people that okay, like the one that said, "Can I be your boyfriend?" on the last one, I did two trays because he had it. Because this is a thing too. I try to work with people's budget because I know, times are hard for everybody. So I know, you may want an experience like that, but you may not be able to like get, maybe you might not be able to afford the luxury package. So I have, created packages that are a little bit more casual, but still really beautiful. And that's what I did with the trays. And I mean, really, I told him, you won't really even miss the table. I promise you. And I could tell
Yeah.
he was so apprehensive. Oh my God, girl. I could tell he was he was just like, it was so hard for him to trust me. And then when he seen it, he was just like, he just loved it, and I was so grateful. Um, it was one of those things where I'm like, sometimes I feel like, just let go, let me do this. I promise you I'm gonna give you what you want. And I'm grateful because I've not had a client where's the wood? Let me not that has said, it wasn't really what I was expecting, or it was too much or
Yeah.
not enough.
It's always just, I'll ask, do you like it? And we loved it, and that's a blessing because I feel like I get to be part of that moment, even for a little bit, just at least facilitating that moment for them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, I love it. I love it. So with
Thanks.
speaking on the setups and your luxury package and still, maybe not the luxury package, but do you offer any
Mhm.
themes like Halloween type themes, Christmas, Valentine's, things like that?
Yes, I love doing themes. Like right now, I told my wife because we're supposed to be going to New York for our anniversary this weekend, but that there's a whole like thing going on with air traffic control, and
Oh,
so we don't know. We won't know until Friday if we get to fly out Saturday. So I was like, I trust in divine timing with everything. Like, if I'm at a traffic light, you know what I mean? I just know, okay, I'm like, if the car's in front of me, there's a yellow light, the car in front of me decides to stop, I'm just going to trust that, you know what? This is divine timing. There's a reason that I need to slow down. This car could have gone through the yellow light and I could have gone on my way too behind him, but I have to, relax and just slow down and understand divine timing. So that I'm just saying that because also with the flight thing situation, I told my wife, like, if it doesn't happen, if for some reason our flight gets canceled, then we'll use that opportunity since we're not booked because we were just saying that we're not available this weekend. We'll just go ahead, and I'm really excited because I want to create such a special like Christmas picnic in the bubble tent, because the cool thing about the bubble tent we have is that once you zip it up, it's 20 degrees warmer, and in addition to that, we all have a portable heater. So we want to make it nice and warm and cozy. But I wanted to just create this like beautiful, like, I think of like snow globe, you know what I mean?
that's what I
So
was
in
gonna
that,
say. Snow
yeah,
globe.
yes, I just want to do something like that to where you just have this effect of this, snow globe effect. So I'm really excited and I really want to work on that. So yeah, I do themes. I love themes, but I'm really
What
excited
was
about
your
the Christmas
favorite
one.
one?
Definitely the Christmas one because I've only done one Christmas one because honestly, it gets kind of like it's the colder it gets, the harder it is to get it to sell a picnic. I'll be honest. But I had
Yeah.
done a Christmas one years. Well, I think I want to say in 2021 when we started. When did we did it for Trust? Actually, it was in 2021 when we started. That first year, I did this big, pretty Christmas one. It's like one of the older videos that I have, but I did it for my son and his ex-girlfriend now. But it was just so cute. Like I poured all my heart into it, and I thought about all the details. And so I like that one, but I haven't had the opportunity to do the Christmas one. So now I'm just like, I want to kind of showcase what I can do, and hopefully I'll get clients being like, yeah, I'll book, But I think,
Yeah.
a lot of times clients around, oops, I'm so sorry. I think clients around
You're fine.
this time of year, like, especially if you think about it right now, I'm cold. Just coming from my car to the condo, I was like, what I mean, really cold. So I can imagine some clients not really wanting to book right now. So I'm trying to entice them.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I
awesome.
mean?
So how far in advance, like for instance, coming with the holiday season, you'll maybe do this Christmas, right? And hopefully get
Yes.
bookings for that. How far in advance do you need your clients to book, or how far in advance would you like your clients to book?
Um, Ideally, like 2 weeks would be great. A week is fine. And I mean, I've had people the same day, like literally. Um,
Oh my
somebody that,
gosh.
yeah, like I've had people like, and this is a good thing too, though, about the picnic industry, the luxury picnic industry is that a lot of us we collaborate, we don't compete. So that's a
Yeah.
blessing,
Oh,
especially
I
in this
love
metroplex. Yeah, so like DFW Urban Picnics is another one. She's so great. So if you guys follow her, she's amazing. She has she'll have picnics too, and like if she has to cancel, she always refers. Well, not I don't know that it's always me, but I am always getting referrals from her, and it's so amazing. I'm so like blessed because she's really good at what she does. She gets the word out there. She's really good at her business. And the fact that, she considers me like someone that, hey, I'm booked, but this woman is up to par with what I'm doing, or we kind of have similar aesthetics, that type of
it.
thing. I'm really flattered by it. So, yeah, that kind of happens. fine.
I love that. So you said we collaborate, we don't compete. Was that the phrase that you used?
Yes,
I
yes,
love that. And it's
yes.
wonderful to have to work in an industry that's that way, because not all industries are like that, you know. And I mean, sure,
True.
that everybody has their, whatever. But I
Right.
also do mobile notaries, and I have
Oh,
my girls. If I can't do it, I'll refer it out. Or my girls, I
oh,
call them my girls because they're my core group of notary,
yes,
women or males that will be like, "Hey, can you do it? I'm not in town." Or, "Hey, can I can do it. I'm there for what we go back and forth." So I love that.
love
It's an
that.
industry where, again, we collaborate, we don't compete. If I can't do it, or if I'm busy, or if I'm out of town, let's refer it over. Why not?
Yes,
And
yes,
I'm just not the
absolutely.
type of person to be like, "Oh, sorry, can't help you," bye, and
Right.
never speak to that person again and have them go search online and Google and try to find somebody else, right? When I have
Yes,
a book, a list of, other notaries that I could refer them to. So I love that. It's always good to
yes,
work
for
with good
sure.
people that don't mind sharing. Sharing is caring.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I
So for
love that.
everybody who's joined the chat so far, who's joined the live, thank you guys for coming in. Paula D, thank you so much. The Dead Awakening Paranormal, you guys, make sure you go and follow them. I caught them on my girlfriend's live, Selena La Latina Pepina, or I always get her tag wrong, but I love them. They're a couple that goes ghost hunting. They're paranormal, like
Oh,
they.
that is too
You
cool.
have to go on the Dead Awakening Paranormal.
Okay,
Yes,
I'll
go
definitely
and
follow.
follow them. I love them. Balloons by Tico, thank you so much. My sister Melissa's in the chat. My brother-in-law Mike, welcome
Okay.
in. She said hello. The Dead Awakening Paranormal said hello from spooky San Antonio.
I love
Hey
it.
guys,
Very
thank you so
nice.
much for joining my live. We were speaking to Priscilla from the Pic Nic Spot DFW. Go and scoop her up, y'all. She's amazing. Her content's amazing.
Yes.
Her Halloween content was super cute. Her Cabbage
Oh,
Patch
thank you.
Kid, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I
That
had
was
fun with
super
that.
cute. Oh yeah, I had fun watching your TikToks. That was so cute. I
Thank
love it. I
you.
love how comfortable you are in front of the camera with the voiceovers and all that.
Oh,
I love it. I love
thank
it.
you.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Oh, my sister Margarita, my mom joined the chat. Hi, mommy. Remember,
Hi.
mommy, tap, tap, tap.
Love it.
Thank you, thank you. So again, Pic Nic Spot DFW. Make sure you guys go and scoop her up. Look at her content; it's amazing. We name, if we're in the Dallas area, reach out to her, right? If you know somebody that's in the Dallas area and they're looking for a luxury picnic spot, to do something, this is your girl right here. So, any tips for anybody planning a surprise proposal or any surprise things? What tips would you give them?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really simple. To I feel like, women, I don't want to like make this blanket statement, but I just feel like it doesn't take much for us to feel like, we're getting some attention, you know, a bottle of wine, a little, a little basket and some flowers and a picnic blanket is really all you need. You can just take that to the park and be with your honey and,
Yeah.
we'll appreciate that. We really will. I don't know of any woman that would be like, ew, gross. No, you know what I mean? We're gonna
Yeah,
love that. So it
absolutely.
really doesn't take much, but those little things, the aesthetic, the vibe, you know what I mean? Like with the vibe with the wine, the aesthetic with the flowers in the basket, the blanket for the comfort. Just hang out.
My brother-in-law said noted. Yes, take
Ah, there you
notes.
go.
Take notes, brother-in-law.
There you go.
And then Paula De Leon just said, cute. I just saw the Cabbage Patch TikTok.
Oh, how funny. I know it's crazy. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. It doesn't take much, guys, especially when there's you have the information in front of you. We're giving out this information. Ladies too. Like it doesn't just
Yeah,
have to be our male partners. The female partners, we can do this stuff too. Get it. It
yeah.
can be like, oh, I can't do it. No, because you know somebody that can do it for you. Just make the call.
Yes,
Just make
yes.
the call.
And ladies, you could do the same thing I just said, but instead, maybe if he likes a bottle of whiskey, little small bottle of whiskey, and instead of the flowers, you can get him some cookies or something, something sweet. But that's it. Just flip it a little bit for him and give him a little vibe. You know what I mean? It works both ways, like you said.
Yeah.
So, and
So
it doesn't
again, if
take a
you're in
lot.
the Dallas area, all you have to do is give Priscilla a call and be like, "Hey, I want to plan this." You'll help them throughout the whole process,
Absolutely. I would
correct?
love to. Yes, yes. And I give you my cell phone number and we can stay in contact. If you come up with an idea that, maybe we talked about and you're like, oh, this little detail. I mean, I really listen to like the little details. It's kind of wild because somebody will just say something in conversation when and I'll just pick out, something that they said, and I'll really try to like showcase it in the picnic so that they kind of recognize that's a detail that, that they mention, but that their partner really enjoys and appreciates.
Yeah.
So it's fun. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So what's your favorite part about seeing the guests? Like once they arrive,
I mean, just being
what?
part of that whole um, experience, right? Like for the proposal that just happened, just seeing the expression, like the surprise, is just heartwarming. So I get the feels, and it's just neat that, like I said, I get to be part of. I know that's their moment, but I got to set up that whole little, you know, uh, situation so that they could have that moment. And so I feel like I'm kind of like, there's a purpose there. It's a passion of mine, but I feel like there is a purpose there, and it's just to kind of keep love alive. And I feel like it doesn't take too much, but it does require some work. And I know that people get tired and we have our own thing, whatever, but I think that we need to make time for romance in our relationships.
Yes.
And, even if you can't afford a luxury experience, although you should make some, put some money aside so you could do something special for the person you love, but it doesn't have to be that. But my point is like, just really carve out some time for the person you love, let them
Yes.
know in some way, even if it's just using your words and a hug, let them know. Okay?
Yes, like as she said,
Keep
keep
love
love
alive.
alive. So you're hearing it from Priscilla with the Pic Nic Spot DFW. She's painted a picture of some of the setups that she's done. Go and follow her. You'll see all the images, all the things that she's done in the past, and then hopefully we'll get to see some of the stuff that she's going to do in the future for the
Yes.
Christmas. Um, what did he say? Basket ideas. Do you have any? I guess for the picnic. Do you do the picnic basket, or do you
Yeah,
have
well, I
the?
just I just have baskets displayed, and I'll usually put a blanket in it. So, like, if you're taking the picnic basket, you know, like if you're just wanting to bring your own picnic basket, I would definitely put a picnic blanket in there, and then that's where you would put the flowers and the wine, or if you don't want to, lemonade is fine. Maybe, some little treats. I don't know if there's a La Madeleine where y'all are, but La Madeleine has really great desserts. So, even just stopping by there, and they're not very expensive. I mean, for like, I don't know, under $10, you can get two tarts, fruit or chocolate, and, they're baked really well at the French bakery there. And, just something like that's all you need, really. You've got the
Yeah.
you got the little treat, you got this something to sip on, you've got the blanket to sit on, the basket to carry everything, so you're good to go.
So are your setups normally in the evening or during the day?
There a lot of them are in the evening, but we do some during the day. I've had the earliest one I had was a sunrise picnic. So that was like from 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning. So I had to get out there like 5:30 because I usually like to take 2 hours to get everything set up so it's perfect, and then I have time to like shoot videos and take pictures of everything. Um, but yeah, so I do them, but that's honestly, I'd rather do just evening and sunset kind of picnics. But I during the weekend am available like the whole day.
Wow. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I would picture. I think a sunset, sunrise, all that would be beautiful, right?
Yes, yes, the sunrise. I was impressed that, and they were so young too. I think he had just turned 21, and I was like, I'm just impressed that y'all are 21 and waking up this early. You know what I mean? Like that was cool.
I think everybody. I think I think the younger generation now they love that aesthetic part of it. They want something
Ah,
cute to
yes,
post. They want Instagrammable pictures. They want to do something that
gotcha.
they can, have tons of pictures to post on Instagram. I want to say Facebook because maybe Facebook too, and now
Yeah, but
TikTok, right? That's how I
yes,
always see it. I always want to
you're
go
right.
somewhere where it's Instagrammable or TikTokable,
Yes,
right? A cute background,
gotcha.
just the vibe. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too, and I love that that is popping right now because I don't know. I just think about like ever since I was little, I used to like putting things together. My mom didn't have like because she was single mom, so she didn't have like a whole lot of money to like get us a whole lot. So I had to like make things work, and she used to always think that I was going to be like a designer or whatever because I used to like whatever clothes we were able to get. Like my grandfather would take us school shopping every year, so uh, that was it, right? Like that was it until spring, you know. So it's like I had to make do and make these outfits like look a little different, you know. So I think that that kind of like helped me with what I do now because I've always just been into like, you know, making the spaces that I'm in, you know, just more cozy and that kind of thing and, you know, more aesthetic. But when I seen that like seed that was planted with, you know, when I went to the polo club and she had offered that, and then I seen that on YouTube and then it was just like, this is my jam. You know what I mean? Like this is something I can do. Like, because I feel like I thrive in small spaces as far as uh, decorative spaces. Like, because that's the thing about picnics is all the little details make a big statement because that's really all you have in this space. So you
Yeah.
want it to be something, you know, really pretty or really aesthetic. And so I'm just like happy that it's all like working out and the timing is all good because when this picnic thing happened, I had just gotten laid off. Like October's when we started and I happened to get laid off in January, like months later. And I mean, I feel like in a way this business like saved a part of me that was like freaking out, like, oh my God, I've been at this company for 19 years. And because of like pandemic, there was a chip shortage. It was just really rough on the vehicle industry that I was in. And so I just had to, you know, start over. And I mean, I was fine as far as like getting in another office job, but I just I also felt like, God, you know, I'm in my 40s. What am I going to do? You know, so it felt good to have something that was mine that I could just
Yes.
like, you know, like something that I could just birth and grow, you know? And so I feel like it's a, you know, it's a little toddler right now. We're going to keep her growing, you know what I mean? But I'm really excited about everything that's already transpired, all the connections we've made. I mean, even having this conversation with you, it's just really nice because it gives me a reach and it just allows me to, you know, share what I'm doing with other people. And hopefully, you know, maybe somebody will be inspired to try it themselves because it's a really fun business to be a part of.
Yes. I mean, it looks fun. It looks very creative. It looks fun. I love the aesthetic of it. I just the romantic part of it. I just think it's just
Yes,
so lovely, you know, walking
thank you.
into a park, maybe the girl's surprised, the man's surprised, and it's it just looks so pretty. It just looks so
Thank
nice.
you. Thank
So I
you.
want to go back on to where, you know, you were touching base on, you know, losing your job, right? And then
Mm,
finding this. What challenges, aside from, you know, losing your job and trying to, you know, getting into this, what that was a huge challenge for you.
yes.
Aside from that, like getting into this business, what is the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome?
I guess really just getting clients, you know, that's the main challenge for any business owner, right? And honestly, TikTok has done it for us. I have gotten some business through Instagram, but not, I don't get as much love anywhere else like I do on TikTok. This is like
TikTok
an
is a great
unreal,
platform.
right? It's an unreal community. There's just something about it. Like I feel so connected to people that I don't even know. It's wild, you know, but it's like you find, you know, your tribe here and somehow they find you. But yeah, my daughter, she lives in LA, so she's just like just more, she's younger, and so she's more like aware of things that are, you know, working. And so she had told me that back in I think it was 2023. She's like, Mom, I really think you need to get on TikTok and you really need to, you know, post your picnics. That's where you're gonna get your business, you know. And I listened to her, you know, I just tried what I could and it worked. I mean, it was crazy. Like literally within 2 weeks, people were just like messaging, booking, and it just that's it. It just like right after the other. Just all it took was like, you know, somebody to give me an opportunity, right? And then I had a picture to share. Because I mean, I could
Yeah,
post generic ones, right, at the park, but it's something when it's like for a client. I don't know.
yeah.
Plus, I feel like I put this work into it that's a little different than just staging a generic one. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what it was.
TikTok has been it, and you know, in the beginning of this talk, and in the beginning of all my TikToks and throughout the TikToks, this platform it's a free platform. It's
Yeah.
easy to share. It's easy to like. It's easy to comment. It's easy to follow. Your
Yes.
growth on this platform can be amazing, once you find your tribe, like you said, coming
Yeah.
on here, being able to grow your platform, using TikTok to boost you, right? And to put you out
Yes.
there and put you in front of people that you may have not ever been. You're in Arlington, Texas, right? I'm in
Yes.
Houston, Texas, but that reach, you're reaching people that, again, some people in this chat that may have never even seen your content before. And now,
Right.
hopefully, after this conversation or during this or after we're done, are going to follow you, are going to like your stuff, are going to make sure that they're going to have you in their back of their head now, whether they go to Dallas or they know somebody in Dallas that is,
Right. Yes.
looking for something, aesthetic and something beautiful and something lovely to do for their significant others. I absolutely love TikTok. With that being said, I'm in Austin and I'm a new fan.
Yay. Thank you. Thanks for the
So
love.
yes, absolutely. So let's make sure we're sharing, liking, commenting. If you have any questions for Miss Priscilla, let us know. We still have plenty of time to go over a lot of information because that she not only does picnics, she also does a wedding officiant. So we're gonna
Yes.
touch base on that too. So any
Yes.
questions, put them in the comments. Let's tap the screen. Let's like. La Dreamer is my moderator. She's gonna be making sure that
Mm.
everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing and making
Yes.
sure we're following each other. Again, this platform is completely free. Going and following, liking, commenting, and sharing each other's content. I appreciate everybody who joined the live, everybody who sent gifts and hearts and is tapping the screen. I appreciate that. So we're going to go back onto what I just mentioned, wedding officiant. So what's going
Yes.
on with that, young lady? How did you get into
Yeah.
this?
Honestly, I got into that because my niece, her her husband now, he wanted actually first it started off with he wanted me to help them for him to propose to her. So we set that up. And then she was like, "Well, since you do this, what do you think about marrying us?" And I'm like, "Well, I could do that because I looked into it, how easy it is to be an officiant, that kind of thing, and it actually is very easy, y'all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to get it is to is easy, but to actually officiate isn't so easy. I've learned that, but they allowed me to do it, and I felt really comfortable. I think a lot of it is because like my parents, when I was younger, they were pastors. My mom now runs a school, but so I think that they just kind of taught us, early on, to use your voice, and so I think that's why I'm really comfortable doing that or speaking in front of crowds or whatever. And so being an officiant just felt real natural. It wasn't really awkward or anything. What I like to do is just try to get to know the couple, ask questions about how they met. And so whenever I do just like a little simple ceremony where I kind of share I'll create a love story and I'll run it by them to make sure it's good to share. So about how they met, how their love has developed, and plans towards the future, and then that's kind of like how I ease into the ceremony. So that's been kind of like natural to me too, because like I said, of just being able to speak to people or in front of people and that kind of thing, but also writing. I still loved to write when I was young, just like little poems or stories and stuff like that. So that element also makes it really special because I get that, it's not like a novel or anything. It's just like a little,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I don't want to be that officiant who also like this long drawn out ceremony either.
Rambles.
Short and sweet. Okay, we're gonna share the love story. We're gonna wrap it up. They're gonna do their vows. Everything's gonna be what it needs to be, but we're not gonna drag it on longer than it needs to be. But I like it. I
Yes.
haven't done many. How many have I done? How many have I done? Like three. It's only three. I've only done three because I do so many picnics. But I always tell people like, hey, I can get you how it's like I do these picnics that like, will you be my girlfriend? So I can get you to be the girlfriend. Then you can do the proposal. Then you can do the what is it the what is the baby gonna be? The gender reveal.
Well, gender
And
reveal. You got the
yeah, yeah.
package locked
Like
in.
you can go into
Yes.
all the little stages, and then I can get you
Yes.
married. I get
Oh my
from the
goodness.
girlfriend to the man. You know what I
So
mean?
have you done one of those yet to where it's like, will you be my girlfriend? And then maybe will be my fiance or something. Have you done what? Can you imagine when you
I
do
know
get
that'd be
to?
so cool. That would be so neat. No, but I have done one where it was a birthday that I did for a couple. He wanted like a Harry Potter theme, so I did a really cool Harry Potter theme, and then um I think I was advertising that I was also doing officiant. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that's perfect because we've been looking for an officiant." So it was kind of neat because it just happened that way. But so I did that for them, and then I did, their ceremony. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, that would be really cool. I've yet to
Would.
have someone go through the stages.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. What you're gonna get that. We're
Yeah.
putting it out into existence
Hey,
now.
yes,
You're gonna be a
manifest
couple
it.
that it's gonna be a couple that said, "Will you be my girlfriend, boyfriend?" And then it's gonna be my fiance set up, and then it's gonna be, girl, you're gonna end up
Oh
marrying
my
them at the
gosh.
end.
I would love that. That'd be such a pretty cute love story.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yes. So we are talking to Priscilla with the Pic Nic Spot DFW. Thank you so much for everybody who's joined the live. My girl is in the live. Queen, where are you? Queer Latina lawyer. Thank you so much for joining the live. Becca, credit specialist. And again, y'all, go and scoop everybody up who's in the comments, who's in this chat. Go and follow them and make sure we're liking the live, sharing the live, and make sure you go and follow the Pic Nic Spot DFW. What boyfriend?
Thank you.
Goodness, already talking mess in the comments. Exclusive floral creation. She's actually out of Houston, and that was going to be my next question.
Ooh.
Question: Do you work with any florists when you do your picnics,
Um,
or you kind of just do your own? Like,
yeah, I usually just do my own and stuff, but no, lately I have found a couple that I have really liked. I found a photographer and someone who does florals. I need to get their information so I can start promoting it because I told them like hands down, like the photographer who did the proposal before the last one I did at this one really pretty venue. It looked almost like we were in Europe. The way that it was set up, it was really pretty. But that photographer, she was so good, very like she was just outstanding. So I liked her. And then there was a florist who did someone's what was it, the ramo, several Be My Girlfriend's back. But I just loved her work because I started following her that day and I just like she shares her work and it's just mind blowing. It's so pretty. So I do now, yeah, I have someone to recommend. But I feel bad like I don't have their names right now. So I have to get that.
oh
But I'll
no,
start advertising that. But yes, and now I'm gonna start doing that. But as far as like what I offer, I do try to like have, something simple like I'll get a vase with some pretty flowers and I'll put like an arrangement together, but nothing like, too fancy. It's just kind of more on the like rustic side.
yeah,
Um, yeah, and then if they want roses and stuff, we can add that on. But as far as like a ramo or something really more elaborate, yeah, I'll
yeah.
get a professional for sure. I'll recommend one. I'll be honest about my skills when it comes to that.
Yes, yes. I know I definitely have. I have a notebook full of, I've done a lot of things in the community and I keep a notebook of people that I've worked with. I may not use them myself, maybe once or twice, but I always like to refer people out. And that's,
Nice.
kind of, the whole thing with starting the live stream is giving attention to the local businesses here in the Houston area. And then of course I saw
Yeah.
you and I was like, I have to talk to this girl. I have to see
Thank
what's going on.
you.
I have to see
I
how
appreciate
the
that.
picnic started, right? I
Yeah,
wanted to know, because it is very lovely. Anybody who's in the
thank
chat,
you.
Tejano 23, welcome to the group. Thank you so much, Joanne. Barry, I appreciate you guys. Queer Latina Lawyer says, come to Florida. There's nothing in Bradentown where I live.
Wow, I would love to go to Florida. Don't threaten me with a good
Yes.
time.
Absolutely.
That sounds
So, but
awesome.
it's always good to have like, I guess a book or a belt full of other, businesses to collaborate with, because,
Yes,
what if, the picnic spot decides to expand and you have
yes.
several picnics
I
that,
love
you're
that.
doing.
Yes, no, I really like that. That's a great idea to keep a notebook. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
always
for context.
have.
I love that. Look at
Live with
you.
mine. I
Yes,
not only do write, I also keep it on my iPad. I do both.
yes,
But there's just several, obviously, other local businesses that if I, can't use them or if I know somebody that's looking for somebody, I always try to refer them out. So, um,
nice.
but with the picnic spot, are there any expansions? I was talking about, oh, what if you have, you have
Yeah,
your little team now, right? Do you think, would you
yes.
consider expanding if it got to the point to where you couldn't handle it all, you and your
Oh
significant other?
yeah, absolutely. Well, I've tried to encourage like even family that lives out of state, because like my mom lives in Michigan, and I know there's only so much time in the year that you can do that business in Michigan because it's cold a lot of times.
Yeah.
But I try to, encourage one of my sisters to do it. She used to help me. She moved to Michigan. She used to help me do it. She loves it, but I think she just, I don't know why I don't know if she's intimidated to do it herself because she was helping me, and now it's like I'm trying to, I told her too, I'll give you the formula, everything I do and everything you need to buy and how you need to set it up until you get comfortable with it. We can quiz each other, like I don't know, but
Yeah.
and honestly, Amanda, I have tried to ask, like, because there'll be other people that I know that they could do it, right? And I try to encourage them, but I feel like some people are just, maybe because they're not really familiar with that, or that wasn't really their idea. Maybe I can't really like persuade them too much. Because even today I was somewhere and we were talking, and I was just talking about the picnics, and one lady, she was, she asked me, she's like, why don't you hire me as your assistant? I was like, girl, why don't you just do it yourself?
Yes.
Let me just tell you right now what you need, And then it's like she backed away. And I'm like, wait, I'm trying to give you gold here. Do you not want it? Do you not want these diamonds? Do you not? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is going on here? Like, you don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just so crazy. Like, how, people are different though, like some people are go-getters and some people
Yeah.
are spectators, and that's just
Yeah.
what it is. And I have to just understand that because I just have this mentality. And like I said, I don't know if it's because, like I said, I was raised with preachers, for parents. And so, like, I feel like I can go and just tell people, you can do it. I see that potential in you. You can do it. You don't have to be there anymore. You know what? You can get up and go do something with stuff, but like, no, it's not like my daughter has to like tell me, Mom, if people aren't asking for your advice, don't give it. Okay. So I have to work on that. I
Oh,
really do.
that sounds like my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is like, "Ay, cuñada, you need to do this or do that, y cuñada." And he'd be like, "Man, sometimes I just want to slap you." I'm like, "Damn, really, bro?" Like, you, because I guess I frustrate him because I don't do the things that he wants me to do.
Right. It's
I
hilarious.
try, I really do.
Like,
Hi,
I wonder if
James.
he's a
Thank you so much.
Sagittarius. It's so funny. Oh my God.
Oh my
The way
goodness.
we are.
Oh, thank you guys so much for joining the live exclusive floral creations. And I actually asked that question about the floral because that's my girl.
Nice.
She's done quite a few things. She's done like little Romo bush flowers or whatever
Yes.
they call for my
Yes.
daughter-in-laws and for my daughter.
Wow.
And she's done wreaths for when my twin grandbabies were born. I've
Mm.
used her for a lot of things, but I keep
Mm.
people in my bag of, okay,
I love that.
who can I use for this and who can I call for this? But make sure you go and follow her exclusive floral creations and follow the Pic Nic Spot DFW. She's here in Houston. You're in Dallas, but it's all good. We all can connect somehow, right?
Yes. We can be inspired by each other at the very least.
Exactly, exactly. So again, we are talking to Priscilla with the Pic Nic Spot DFW. If you guys have any questions for her, put them in the chat. We are talking. She is telling us all about what she does with the Pic Nic Spot and being a wedding officiant. She does a lot, right? That's a
Yeah.
lot, to be
We
able to
also
manage.
do hotel decorations, like hotel rooms, like especially now it's getting cold.
Okay.
So you want a night in, you book a hotel room and you give me access, maybe a couple hours. You take your honey out to dinner or something, and then during those 2 hours, I will set everything up. We'll create just this really romantic space. It's with like a rose petal, like pathway towards the bed, and on the bed there'll be like a rose petal design. I even put like ribbons on the pillows, ceiling balloons with like roses hanging on the ends of the balloons, balloons on the ground, candlelights, champagne, dessert,
I'm
and
envisioning it,
roses.
y'all. I don't know about
Yeah.
y'all, but I just envisioned everything that she just said. I'm
Yeah,
walking
it's
into
just
that
really
room.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing this beautiful setup, right? I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So now everybody in this chat, everybody who's watched the live and everybody who's going to watch the replay, we'll repost it on TikTok, but I also will post it on my YouTube channel as well, so that you're going to get that extra exposure, too. So
Thank you
hopefully,
very much. I appreciate that so much.
yes, absolutely. We just need the partner. I know, girl. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
We're
We
gonna
sure
manifest
do.
that for you. Yes,
Don't get my
yes.
brother-in-law started, porque ya me va a gritar, okay? Don't get my brother-in-law started.
That's funny.
um, so if we have any questions in the chat, go ahead and ask them. Do you have any questions or any advice to give anybody? You've given lots of advice so far during this live, but to a Latina, to a woman trying to grow a business, just doing her thing, what advice would you give them?
I would say to know your value. Like, don't. We're not gonna deal with any bargain basement Betties. Okay, especially not in 2026 that's coming up. All right, the price is the price is the price. All right, you know in
Oh,
your
yeah.
heart what you want for your work, right? You know what that number is. I don't know, you know. And maybe, or if you don't, maybe you're researching and figuring out. But what feels right to you is the right price. If you don't feel right and you're like, "Ooh, I feel like I'm losing something in this deal," that's not the right price. All right. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust the price that you know and what you're wanting to make from this transaction, and you keep it at that. And don't sell yourself short, because everything that you're doing, you know, it's worth something. You're providing a service, you're providing value, and you're creative, and you're coming up with these ideas and whatever it is. So do not sell yourself short, please.
There you go.
Yeah.
Know your value. Do not sell yourself short. So let everybody know where they can follow you. All your platforms, wherever you are, let them know. I know you said TikTok is your biggest right now, but let them
Yeah,
know where they can follow you at.
that and Instagram, the Pic Nic Spot DFW. That's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. I'm on Facebook, but that's a little bit more, you know, family. I don't know. I don't do too much on Facebook because I sometimes that's where I'm venting and I'll be crashing out, and that's where you don't want to see
That's where it
that
goes.
either.
Facebook. That's where everybody crashes out. Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, where else would you do it, right? No, but yeah, it's pretty much these two apps, but I'm on live a lot during the week at work because I have a lot of free time during the week. I'm an administrative assistant during the day by day,
That's what I was
and
gonna ask. Yeah, I see you set up like lunches or things for your
oh
team,
yes,
right? Girl,
yes,
I'm like, what is she doing?
whenever
I want to do that.
yeah, whenever we're having like a party, like we're gonna have our Friendsgiving at work next Friday, so I'll decorate the table for that. Whenever it's a colleague's birthday, I'll go get a cake and then I'll decorate the table like a cake table for them just to make them feel special, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like it also helps my creative juices to keep flowing. You know what I mean? Because each I'll ask them like, "What's your favorite color?" and they'll tell me, and then I'll do a picnic related to that. And most of the people I work with are men, so I also have to think about, okay, well, I don't want it too many florals, or you know what I mean. I don't want ribbons, and like so you got to, and that's pretty much common sense. But still, it's just one of those things where it requires that okay, let me try this instead. So it's just something a little bit more masculine. So it helps keep my creativity going, and it's fun. I like doing it.
I know. I love it. I love when I'm seeing you're, decorating something or you're dancing to something.
Oh yeah, I love dancing. Yes, that's so funny. I don't know why. Like when I was a kid, I used to. Me and my brother. That was because I'm telling you, I'm Gen X, so we were like break dancing in the streets. Me and my brother, he would do like floor work. I would do like the popping and stuff. But we used to think we were going to be on Star Search. Like it was a whole thing. So I think that just stayed with me even as an adult. And I feel like I just love dancing, and that's where I feel like the most free. And I'm not
Yes.
afraid to do it and make a fool of myself in front of anybody because I feel like, hey, I'm having fun. Why am I going to take life too serious?
Yeah.
There's enough
I
serious
love
stuff
it.
going on.
Yes, I love it. I feel the same way. I'll get on here and I'll make a silly dancing TikTok or a silly, talking TikTok or whatever it is.
Yes,
Me and my sisters, we love dancing. We love music. There's
awesome.
always going to be something in the background, music or a serial killer documentary.
Yes, girl.
Always.
Yes.
It's
I love
always
that
going to
stuff
be something.
too.
The Ladrima said the Cabbage Patch video. I love.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
I know,
my
it's
goodness.
hilarious.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
I
I
know. I
love
wanted to
the,
do something really crazy with that one because I was like, I really love this costume, but I got to do something that you don't expect a Cabbage Patch doll to do.
yeah.
So that's why I did
Oh wow, that is awesome. So obviously when you're talking to your clients, that's how you get your creativity. Now, I
that.
know you said when you were younger you kind of had that creativity as well and just kind of putting things together, right? And
Yes.
I just love that you took from what you were growing, how you grew up and all that little creativity that and now you're
Mm.
using it, right? And
Yes,
you're
yes.
other people's lives so happy.
Thank you. Yes, no, it's so true. Yeah, literally, like, yeah, I think I just, was able to kind of use some of those things that I was doing, like making the most of what I have here. So, how can I make this space the most, like, just really stand out, the most aesthetic. So, yeah, I think that really has helped with what I do now.
Yeah, it sure has because your setups are beautiful. Again, we're
Thank
talking to
you.
Priscilla from the Pic Nic Spot DFW, y'all. I'm gonna be posting the replays here on TikTok, but also I'll be posting them on a YouTube channel. And I'll post that in the captions or in my comments or whatever you call it when we're done with this videos. So I appreciate everybody who jumped in the chat. La Dreamer for being the great moderator. Hopefully, you get a good little following after this, right? I hope
Thank
that
you.
your business skyrockets. I'm here
Thank
for it.
you.
I want to see
Thank
it.
you.
I'm going to be like, I interviewed her way back when,
Yay!
and now Homegirl got like 10 picnic spots.
Hey, I love that. Okay, yes. Thank you. I received that. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes, I'm
Amanda.
out there. Take it, take it.
Appreciate it so much.
So
Thank you.
make sure you guys go and follow her here on TikTok and Instagram. If you're in the Dallas, Arlington area, she's your girl. Wedding officiant, picnic spots. She also does hotel rooms as well. But if you have any questions or anything on any of that stuff, reach out to her. She sounds like she's willing to give out some information, y'all. So
I really am. Yeah.
put her in your pocket.
Yeah,
Put her
for
in your
sure.
pocket for
Yes, like
definitely to reach out to.
yeah, even if you have little questions, like if you're wanting to start it and you're like, hey, because there's some new picnic service uh, businesses popping up and that have been following me on Instagram, and I've been kind of giving certain people advice along the way. They'll be like, "Where do you get this from? Where do you get?" And I do not mind doing that. I'm not like a gatekeeper at all. I feel
Yeah.
like there's room at the top for all of us. So
Yeah.
I'm willing to share what I know.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you for coming on the live tonight, Mr. Priscilla. I
Oh,
know
thank
that you are
you.
super busy, full time, working, coming home right after work, interrupting your TikToks, right? I'm sure you got to go do a dance real quick, right?
You good, you good. You're so funny. Thank you, Amanda, for the opportunity. And I love what you're doing for your community and for other people and for us, for our people. Like literally, I mean, it just really means a lot that you're, including Latina business women and putting, creating a platform for us to use our voice to, be heard and to collaborate with each other. I just really love that.
Absolutely.
So thank you for being a
Um,
light.
yes, absolutely. I can't wait to see your Christmas themed. I'm putting it
Yes.
out there. Oh, I hope you get to go to New York. I hope
Yeah, I do
you
hope so too.
um, and your wife get to spend a great anniversary, right?
Thank you. Yes.
But if you don't, I want to see the Christmas.
You got it. It's gonna be beautiful. Either way.
Yes.
All
Thank you
right.
so
Thank
much.
you,
It was a
Amanda.
pleasure
Thank
speaking with
you.
you, and I can't wait to
Likewise.
hopefully get to see more content.
Thank you. All right.
All
Take
right,
care.
babe.
It was a
We'll see you
pleasure.
soon.
All
Bye.
right.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Um, let's see. All right, y'all. That was another great interview with Miss Priscilla, the Pic Nic Spot in DFW. She's in Arlington. She works out of Dallas. She does wedding officiants and also decorates hotel rooms. So if you're in the Dallas area with your spouse, your significant other, and you want something nice, go see my girl. Talk to my girl. Go and follow her. I appreciate everybody for joining the live. All the gifts, all the comments, all the likes, all the shares. I couldn't be more thankful for all my sisters. every time I come on a live. Y'all are on here. I appreciate you. Miss La Dreamer for being the best moderator on TikTok. Y'all stay tuned because we are not done. November is Boss Babe November. We have another great interview Thursday, November 13th with Sunflower Rodriguez from Hot Tejano Radio, y'all. It's going to be a great interview. I've known Miss Rodriguez, Miss Sunflowers, for a few years now, and she is a great supporter. She is just an amazing all-around woman. So you do not want to miss it. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Thursday, Sunflower Rodriguez with hottejano.com. Make sure you lock it in. And then we're going to end off the November, Boss Babe November, on Monday, November 13th, 17th, I think. I think it's the 17th, November 17th, with Miss Nicole Lopez from Radiant Society Studios, y'all. Y'all, I've mentioned her a lot throughout my TikToks in the past few months. I'm collaborating with her and Then Damn Mexicans, TDM, and his 4th annual toy drive, her 1st annual toy drive, but my 6th annual toy drive. So I'm going to be interviewing her. She's a boss babe, y'all. She has salons. She does so much for the community. I am grateful to know such amazing boss babe women that are always willing to show up, show out for their community, for their businesses. I love it. Boss Babe November, we're not done yet. We're just getting started. Stay locked in. Thursday, Sunflower Rodriguez, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, December, girl. Woo! December, y'all. Y'all don't even want to know about December. I think we need to start putting out a little bit out. I think we need to start giving teasers, La Dreamer, about December. December is going to be really good, y'all. Keep it locked in. The community mic. Let's talk about it with Amanda C. I appreciate everybody who's joined on the live. Keep it locked in. We're not done yet. Bye.